Imagine a world where the wealth of nations is not measured in GDP, but in the courage and resilience of its people. Welcome to our journey through the top 10 poorest countries in 2024, a journey that takes us through the heart of their struggles and their undying spirit to rise above. Beginning our countdown at number 10, we find Mozambique. Home to over 30 million people, this country grapples with high poverty rates, vulnerability to natural disasters, and limited infrastructure development, all stemming from historical legacies, civil conflicts, and economic dependence on agriculture. Next, at number 9, is Guinea-Bissau. With a population of approximately 2 million, this nation contends with political instability, weak institutions, and the pervasive issue of drug trafficking, largely due to post-colonial struggles and external influences. Eritrea, with a population around 3.5 million, holds the 8th position. The country's isolation, limited access to resources, and human rights concerns are the direct consequences of decades of conflict and authoritarian rule. 7th on the list is Liberia, home to over 5 million people. The nation's post-Civil War recovery, fragile healthcare and education systems, and dependence on natural resources are a testament to its historical trauma and governance issues. At number 6, we find Chad. With a population of approximately 16 million, this landlocked country battles poverty, food insecurity, and political instability, exacerbated by resource mismanagement. Halfway through our countdown, at number 5, is Niger. Home to over 24 million people, Niger grapples with extreme poverty, frequent droughts, and low literacy rates, a result of demographic pressures and environmental vulnerability. Somalia, with a population around 15 million, is 4th on our list. The ongoing conflict, fragile governance, piracy, and terrorism are the harsh realities of decades of civil war and state collapse. At number 3, we have the Democratic Republic of the Congo, home to over 100 million people. Armed conflicts, weak institutions, and exploitation of natural resources are the bitter fruits of historical exploitation and political instability. The second position goes to the Central African Republic. With a population of approximately 5 million, the country faces the devastating impacts of civil war, a humanitarian crisis, and a lack of infrastructure, all due to prolonged conflict and governance issues. And finally, at number 1, we have Burundi. Home to around 13.2 million people, this country is confronted with poverty, an overpopulation threat, and a fragile economy, all rooted in historical trauma, ethnic tensions, and limited resources. As we wrap up our countdown, it's important to remember that each of these countries, while facing immense hardships, also showcases incredible resilience, rich culture, and an unyielding will to overcome adversity. As we continue to learn and empathize, let's strive for a world that recognizes the value of all nations, not just in economic terms, but in their undeniable human spirit.